Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and the continuation of Ella and Alec, modern day Cinderella. Back to Alec. A knock sounds at my bedroom door. I'd ask who it is, but that would show independent thought. Right now, my plans rely on my parents believing that the mind vice spell worked, and that my midnight diamond still contains enough juice for tonight's glass slipper bowl. Protecting me from the mind vice really drained the stone. The question is, how much power remains? The door swings open a sliver. It's me, Legend. Mind if I come in? So strange. After the mind vice spell, both my parents take care to ask my permission for every little thing. Do I want the kitchen light on? Would I mind if they changed the channel? Funny how that works out. No free will in terms of my future, but lots of double checking on TV shows. With hesitant steps, Legend walks into the room. So you look well. I fix him with a vacant smile. Thank you. The tux still fits. Good. We worried you lost a little weight. Yes. Ever since I came out of the mind vice, I find that saying yes covers most issues for Legend. I never realised that it was what he'd wanted all along. The same isn't true for Diamond. She chokes up when she sees me. One Mother of the Year award coming right up. On a side note, there is an extra bonus with this particular tuxedo. It's the same jacket I wore the night of the autumn masquerade. The cleaners found my tiny glass slipper in the inside pocket, so they placed it in a bag around the hanger. My parents didn't notice. Now that same slipper sits in my pocket once more. If all this works out, I'm giving that cleaner a bonus, because now I have the slipper in my right pocket and the midnight diamond in my left. That makes me fully prepared for tonight's ball, or as ready as I can be. So you know the drill, asked Legend. We've been through this many times, so I launch right into my answer. We go to the L Centre. Candidates step down from the winding staircase. Charles talks. You, Diamond, and Marchesa ask questions. Then a drumroll and I announce the winner. And who will be the winner? Asked Legend. By Wysteria, of course. We'll share a dance with the Queen of Hearts sponsors forever. That's right, Legend grins. That doesn't sound too hard, does it? Only one problem. I'll never choose Ivy Cinder. Ella will attend tonight. Legend pales. That's impossible. I connected to her in a dream this morning. Ella escaped Marchesa. She's on her way, Legend. Is it 100% sane to have such faith in a dream? Maybe not. But screw sanity. Tonight I'm getting my girl. Legend gasps. No. Just kidding. I give my father a playful punch on the arm. You should see your face. Legend's mouth quirks with a lopsided grin. So you're joking? I force a vacant look in my eyes. Obviously I do what you say, Legend. You know that. I lower my voice to a whisper. No hope. No escape. Obey. A look of regret might have flashed in Legend's eyes, but it's gone too quickly to be sure. My father leaves the room without saying another word. Wilhelm appears in the corner. One thing I'll say for my parents, they kept their word about the dwarves. Once I started pretending to be a total and complete worm, they released Wilhelm's crew from the lower taverns. I'm still not happy about it, but I'm glad they're all free, safe and well. Wilhelm slings his axe over his shoulder. He glares at the cutting edge with an hungry look. If anything goes wrong tonight, Wilhelm has his crew ready to have my back, which means things might get bloody. Ella. I awaken in my old bed. Sunflower wallpaper covers the walls. It's the same pattern I picked out with Mum on my 8th birthday. Hand-carved furniture lines the floor, including a dresser bed, a side table. One of the animates made this set. A framed picture hang on the wall, all of them. Black and white photos of me, Mum and Dad. My glass slipper and carved pumpkin sit on the windowsill. Maybe my head is foggy from sleep, because this must be a dream. When I came back to check Cinder with Alec, the whole building was trashed, especially my room. A low and growly voice sounds beside me. Ah, the patient awakens. Rolling over, I find a massive grey wolf sitting beside my bed. Hello, Zizi. Nice to see you again. We must cease meeting under such dramatic circumstances. True. The last time Azizi and I were together, we were fighting zombie mummies. Long story. You seem far better. On reflex, I lick my lips. My mouth is no longer a chapped mess. I don't even crave a glass of water. How did you heal? I pause, noticing the white bandage tied around Azizi's front leg. Oh, don't I want to know? Azizi chuckles. I suspect you've already realised my methods. I have a pretty good idea. You gave me some of your blood. I did. Am I a shifter now? No. That wouldn't happen without your permission. I gave you a few drops to drink. That's enough to heal. Becoming a shifter requires were blood in your veins. Huh? As news goes, this is both fascinating and disgusting, but mostly it's interesting. Just a few drops, that's all. I'm a very old shifter. Which is. Azizi is also the last warden of shifter magic, so the stronger Nox gets, the more ill Azizi should become. In fact, the last time I saw the old werewolf, there were no missing the way his skin hung loose on his bones. I hoist myself up and sit and take a closer look. Azizi looks ripped. His fur is all full and shiny too. Wow, I say. You look amazing. I am. I press my lips together, not sure how to ask the next question. I thought you were, you know, dying, asked Azizi. That. You recharge magic into the world. I frown. I thought that hadn't worked. Brian and Knox are super worried about it. They're right to be concerned. Magic isn't returning in a consistent way. I benefit, to be certain, but the effects should be far greater. It's definitely a problem. A knock sounds at the door. Azizi tilts his head. That's a classic Wolfie listening routine. Briar Rose and Knox are outside. Should I call them in? For a moment, I debate asking Azizi more about magic, but there are bigger things to worry about today, like the glass slipper bowl. Sure. I cut my hand by my mouth. You guys can come in. Bri rushes into the room and then follows me into a huge hug. Ella, Ella, Ella. Her voice breaks as she speaks. I'm fine, Bri. Craning my neck, I look over my shoulder to see Knox. Hello there. Knox does one of his classic chin nods. You look good. Yeah? Thanks. Bri releases me from her mega hug. Are you sure you still want to hit the ball? It starts in an hour. I'm up for it. Azizi does a dog yawn manoeuvre, where he shows off a super long tongue. If my services are no longer required, I'll depart. Sure, I say quickly, and thanks so much. We wardens must stick together, says Azizi. He trots from the room. I point to where Azizi once sat. He looks good. Bri focuses on Knox. What did I tell you? It's like the return of magic only affected us. Knox glances between me and Bri. You want to do this now? Bri and I don't have anything new to share. He takes a half step backward. Plus, both of you need to get all dressy and fast. That's not my department. Bri steps up to kiss his cheek. Thanks. We've got it from here. Knox starts to leave, then stops. Before I go, I have to ask, how did you glamour your old room? I do a double take. Glamour? Yeah, answers Bri. When you asked us to take you here, we figured you were delirious. I raise my hand, guilty as charged. Knox narrows his eyes, yet when we took you here, the room changed to what it is now. The place was only magicked up to look ruined, but it was all really here. My breath catches. You mean everything's fine? Yeah. Knox eyes the room slowly. You didn't do it? No. I don't know who did. I inspect the room again with no interest. There were other times I've gotten mystery help. The day I ran away, someone saved a bunch of my nest eggs, and yeah, I remember you telling me about that, says Bri. Marchesa thought she locked down your Abigail Smythe bank account, but someone had emptied it out for you. Maybe it was a mistake, asked Knox. I thought so too. I keep inspecting the walls. But it happened again recently. When I came back here with Alec, someone had hidden a copy of the new contract in my parents' safe. That was hidden with a glamour too. Ella nods. It has to be the same person. I shrug. It stayed a mystery for this long. I guess it won't hurt to wait until tomorrow. We'll add it to the list, says Bry. It will be 4 alphabet-sized mysteries. A is for maga. Y isn't magic back in the world. B is for boom, I add. As in, boom, someone's helping me and I have no idea who or why, Knox chuckles. He loves it when Brian and I start rifling off each other. C is for crazy, as in, I am not crazy enough to hang around here any longer. Bry gives him a side eye. That's not a mystery. Knox winks. Still leaves. He departs and closes the door behind him. For the first time, I look down at my outfit. Yep, still in the gingham dress, and this thing is rank. Brian and I have a lot of work to do. A few minutes later, I step into my old bathroom. Everything appears frozen as it was 3 years ago. I spy my favourite shampoo, a pile of familiar towels jammed in the closet, even my fluffy white robe. So strange. A chill runs across my skin. It's almost as if my parents will walk through the door in a minute. Something to add to my list of mysteries. I take a super quick shower, pull on my robe, return to my room. All my clothes are still in their closet, which is good. My bust line had a major growth spurt since 15. None of this stuff fits. My little gingham dress lies on the bed. I stare at it for a long second. A figure appears by the ceiling. She's small, blue, and grinning. It's Blackavere, all right. My fairy godmother waves frantically in my direction. Yeah, I'm alive. Your troll attack didn't work. Blackavere fits above the gingham dress. She mimes waving a wand over the item. I can't believe this. You want to give me the Cinderella treatment in my gingham dress? Blackavere nods so quickly, her head becomes a blur. Let me get this straight, I say. You lure me to Cinder with a big lie. It's all in hopes that I'll get squished by a troll. And now you want to fix my dress? Blackavere keeps speed nodding. Talk about oblivious. Bri knocks on the door. Ella, come on in. How's it? Bri begins, but she spies Blackavere and pauses. Oh, you. Just in time, I say to Ella. My fairy godmother was offering to transform your prairie dress into a ball gown. Blackavere points toward a matching ankle-high boots. Oh, I add, she'll fix my shoes too. How will that work? Asked Bri. I thought Blackavere tried to kill you. I force a look of pretend surprise. Wow, Bri, that's totally right. I focus on Blackavere. Why should I trust you with my dress and shoes when you just tried to murder me? In reply, Blackavere gestures toward the gingham dress. It's clear what she means here. Do you want the ball gown, or don't you? That would be no, at least. I don't want a gown from Blackavere. In my mind, I gather up my fairy magic. I'll need this for the next part of my chat with Blackavere. How long have you been helping on Marchesa? I ask. Blackavere rolls her arms and spreads her arm out wide. Bri gasps. So long? All along? Blackavere sets her hands against her heart and then points to me, meaning, I've been helping you too. I get that, I state. You're a true classic fairy tale life template. Sometimes you cause trouble, other times you cause more trouble. Blackavere points to her face. It's a move she does often, and it's a way of saying, that's just me. Next, she flits around while grinning her face off. This is the equivalent of Blackavere dancing in the end zone of her own victory. In this case, Blackavere is positive she'll be fixing the gown, which is not happening. Power swirls through my veins. Soon silver dust encircles my hands. Meanwhile, Blackavere flies in a big heart shape. She is now on a self-victory fiesta, and still totally oblivious. I angle my palms towards my dresser. Inside my heart, I make a simple request. Come alive. Keeping my hands angled, I release my power. Cords of silver energy careen from my palms and land smack on the furniture in question. The tall box of shells shivers, while the lines of fairy dust whirl around the dresser's exterior. With a burst of light, the silver mist soaks into the wooden exterior. The item shivers with movement, and I grin. Wow, that totally worked. The dresser comes fully alive, with a wobbling side-to-side movement. The enchanted item marches across the room. Its goal? Blackavere. All the while, Blackavere zooms around in even tighter circles. She's like a puppy this way, whirling around until she gets dizzy. Keep up the spin, honey. A long creak sounds as the dresser's top drawer opens. Blackavere still notices zero. A pink knee sock juts out, tongue-styled. The fabric wraps around Blackavere and pulls her inside. The drawer slams shut with a sharp smack. Whoa, says Bry. You're getting really good with fairy dust. My chest warms from the praise. Thanks. Thunks sound as Blackaby tries to escape her dress of prison. The top drawer vibrates especially. I'm not sure how long my magic will hold her, though. I don't want Blackaby running off don't want her to run off warning Marchesa. Marchesa may already know. The troll guy is gone. Good point. The dresser lurches from side to side. Blackaby really wants out. Then again, why take the risk? Asks Bry. Nox and I can stay here for a bit until Az can watch her. A weight of worry slides off my shoulders. That's a brilliant idea. Thanks. Bry gestures toward the bed. What about the dress? Fortunately, I happen to know a fairy who's pretty good with magic. Bry gives me a side eye. Would that be you, perhaps? As a matter of fact, yes. Closing my eyes, I pull on another round of my inner fairy magic. Tendrils of silver power appear around my palms. I silently command the energy. Transform. The cords of energy float off my hands. Soon they hover the gingham dress in a small and glitter cloud. Like sparkling rain, the mist cascades onto the gingham fabric. Even more falls down over the stout black boots. The silver dust soaks into my dress and shoes. The dress comes alive, taking my full form. It's like I'm invisible and standing inside the garment once again. The dress waves in my direction. I wave back. The gingham frock pretends to wash its invisible hands, arms, and pits. Bry and I share a dry look. Is that doing what I think it is? Asks Bry. Yeah, it's magically cleaning itself. Awesome, says Bry. I always wondered about that. I mean, Cinderella always wears some seriously nasty rags, and then those get changed into a dress. How can that be sanitary? True, my enchanted dress is a knit. The dress continues to wash its skirt and front. Once done, the dress bends over, rolling its empty arm in a circle. There's no question about what will happen next. Hit me at a run. And that's what it does. The prairie dress speeds my way and slams right into me. My robe gets blasted across the room. The next thing I know, I wear the gingham dress once again. Next, my boots get into the act. They leap up and click together at the ankles. It's a movement that definitely says, I'm excited here. The boots jog in place. With every passing moment, they run at a faster rate. They do the same thing as the dress, rush at me top speed. Once the boots hit my ankles, I'm no longer barefoot, all of which leaves me in enchanted dress and boots. Too bad it's still the prairie stuff. Fresh bands of silver dust surround me. Like hefty ribbons, they spin about my body, reminding me of so many lines on a candy cane. The magic haze soaks into my dress. Everything transforms. My prairie dress morphs into a gorgeous blue gown. Long white gloves cover my arms. The hefty boots transform into glass slippers. My hair now loops into a sweet updo. Every inch of my skin feels soft and pampered. Bri claps. That was amazing. She steps closer. Oh, your makeup looks gorgeous too. What a perfect spell. Bri may call this perfect. Still, I'm not ready to declare a magical victory yet. One quick question remains. I pat my hips. Yes, I cry. It's got pockets. Bri pales. What do you mean? Are there like fake little pockets that make your hips look huge? Or do you really have deep ones where you can keep your keys and stuff? Door number 2, I reply. Bri bows in my direction. What a moment. You are now the true warden of fey magic. Winking, I head over to my windowsill, and sure enough, my mini glass slipper statuette and carved pumpkin are still there. Lifting the objects, I slip one into each pocket. Bri claps again. Yay, pockets! Closing my eyes, I reach out to my magic once more. Gustav. Sure enough, my little grey buddy clambers onto the windowsill. He's not alone. A teacup chihuahua sits beside him. She's a little thing with a huge pink bow atop her head. I'd ask how she got in here, but Gustav sneaks in and out of places all the time. Dragging along a chihuahua wouldn't be an issue for him. Hello, Ella, Gustav whistles. You look great. He scans the room. Where's Blackavia? At that mention of her name, Blackavia goes berserk. The dresser rattles with more force. It's like this, I explain. Blackavia is wrapped up in a knee sock inside my dresser drawer. I fixed my dress all by myself. Gustav goes up on his haunches and checks out the furniture in question. About time, says the mouse. Besides, Gustav the Chihuahua clears her throat. Forgive me, says Gustav. I'd like to introduce you to my girlfriend, Killer. Bry steps up to our little group. Did you say your name was Killer? Ruff, says Killer. Huh. I make a mental note to send some fairy dust away, then Killer will be able to chat human style. Gustav rubs his little front paws together. So, are we doing the old Cinderella thing? You know it. Yay! Gustav jumps with joy. I'll summon my buddies. Want to meet me downstairs by the street? Sounds like a plan. I turn to Bry. Thank you for babysitting Blackavere. Bry bobs brows. Go kick some ass. I sashay from my old bedroom. As I near the door, I catch my reflection in one of the black and white photos that hang on my wall. In one, I see my Cinderella get-up. At a quick glance, it seems as if I'm now standing between my parents, and all of us smile. Wow, that's the next chapter of our modern day Cinderella. She's now just transformed into what we want to call true Cinderella, the Cinderella that she is. That's amazing, really. I hope everything works out, guys. Fingers crossed, yeah. Please join me in the next episode, and many blessings.